لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستهديه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيد الخلق والأنبياء أجمعين سيدنا محمد صلوات الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه ومن اتبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. اللهم اجعلنا منهم واجمعنا بهم يا أرحم الراحمين. آمين. Today's topic is a very, very important topic. And I couldn't find a better title than the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That is a part of the hadith. كلكم راع وكلكم مسؤول عن رعيته. All of you are the shepherd that takes care of the sheep, the leader that takes care of his people, and all of you will be questioned. Not only about your own deeds, your own actions, your own intentions, your own influence, but you will be questions about those that Allah Azza wa Jal have made you responsible for. It's a very dangerous area. We all know that Allah Azza wa Jal will question us for our own deeds and intention individually. يَوْمَ يَفِرُّ الْمَرْءُ مِنْ أَخِيهِ وَأُمِّهِ وَأَبِيهِ وَصَاحِبَتِهِ وَبَنِيهِ لِكُلِّ امْرِئٍ مِّنْهُمْ يَوْمَئِذٍ شَأْنٌ يُغْنِيهِ. It's true. All of us, Yawm al-Qiyamah, will be looking after our own escape from hell, our own benefit. If your own son will come Yawm al-Qiyamah and ask you for one hasana, you're not going to give him any hasana. You're going to say, nafsi, nafsi. I care today about myself and myself only. I want to be saved. That is true. But part of your responsibility in dunya is to look after those whom Allah Azza wa Jal made you responsible for, whom are your family and children. And today's khutbah is about the children. And the reason why I chose this topic, maybe some of you have attended a couple of my khutbahs recently. I chose it because it's our day-to-day need. If the khutbah is talking about something that we don't need on a daily basis, that is not the best of, khutbah. للأسف, sadly, in this masjid and in all the masajid, we receive 24/7 complaints about children, about our kids, especially in the teenage. They don't listen to us. They have double personality in the house. They do something outside, they do something else. They are away from their deen. They raise their voices against their moms and dads. They question everything that we believe in, and the list goes on and on and on. And it's very hard to solve such challenge, especially when it is advanced. Because solving this challenge with children and the gap between generations, especially in Canada and in the Western society where most of us are immigrant, solving it comes by preventing it from the beginning, by calculating and understanding your responsibility from the day of marriage. 2 weeks ago I spoke about marriage, and I said that marriage is, first thing to know about marriage is that marriage is ibadah. Part of your ibadah is marriage. You're not only married because your desire, you want to answer your needs, physical needs. You're not only married because you want to bring children. These are valid reasons. But first and foremost, you're married because Allah and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they told you to get married, and it's part of the Sunnah. And those who will reject marriage, they're rejecting the Sunnah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or part of that Sunnah. So to continue that journey from marriage, next week I spoke about, and those khutab are available online, about the problems between wife and husband, and we receive so many complaints. And I talk a lot about those, and I advise you to follow up Facebook and YouTube on the khutab of Dr. Amjad, especially, to understand how to prevent and then solve the issues at home. Today it's about our children. And from all the readings, alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, and the lectures and the interaction with those dua and those people who are specialized in the tarbiyah, in the upbringing of our children, I will summarize the khutbah in three main things. So your child, when he becomes a teenager, he will not face the difficulties that most of us faces nowadays. And that doesn't mean if your child is already a teenager or a grown-up kid that there is no hope. There is always hope. That Allah will always help you as long as you put Allah in your heart and you use the tools that Allah Azza wa Jal have given you in the Quran and Sunnah. You never give up until the last day of your life, because قِفُوهُمْ إِنَّهُمْ مَسْئُولُونَ. Make them stand between the hands of Allah Azza wa Jal, and they will be questioned. Whoever Allah gave him or her a responsibility towards others, the more the responsibility it is, the more they will be questioned. So if you decided, dear brother and sister, to become a father or a mother, that comes with a big time responsibility. And you will be questioned, you will be judged according to what you have done with your responsibility. And Allah didn't leave this alone, He gave you the tools. Now I'm not going to talk about what Muhammad ﷺ taught us, the hadith, the ayat, it's mashallah overwhelming. I'm just going to use the simple layman language that we will relate to in actual life. All of us know that the best way to teach someone something is by being the idol, the good example for that someone. We all know that many of us, many of our children would copy and imitate certain people in their life, a famous football or soccer player, a famous billah, singer or an actor, a famous politician. You will just follow that person blindly because you love him, and for you, this person or that personality is what you're looking up to. Qudwa, we name it in Arabic. He is your qudwa, and of course, the real qudwa in our life should be Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But so if I am a qudwa for my children, I don't have to worry too much about teaching them. My actions and my lifestyle is a walking qudwa. And let's face a very sad statistic to understand the problem. I've done several times a question, I gave questions several times to younger children. Who do you look up to? Who is your idol? Who is your qudwa? And let's say 10 children at a time, not one of them, especially I'm talking about teenagers, not one of them mentioned his dad or his mom, her dad or her mom. When we were kids, subhanAllah, most of us, those who are in my generation, we look up to our fathers and mothers so much. And we want to be like them. I want to be big like my dad. I want to drive a car like my father. I want to be a successful businessman or a teacher or a doctor like my father. My father has a lot of influence on us. And we look up to them, although they used to sometimes be tough on us. But what happened? Why a lot of teenagers, a lot of children, they are not taking their moms and dads as their idols, as their qudwa, as their something I look up to, I want to imitate and follow. For many reasons. So now just imagine if you are the qudwa of your children, if you are the good example of your children, You don't have to talk. Like they say, your actions are louder than your voice. Your actions will talk. They see you doing salah, don't say, Salah, Muhammad, come Salah, Ali, Fatima. Don't keep on looking around for one. You don't have to do that. They see you going in wudu, automatically they follow you. But that if, only if, they see you as a good example. Why many of our kids don't see us as a good example? We go back 2 steps. So we're learning today 3 steps. To be able to influence our younger generation, our real asset in life. So Yawm al-Qiyamah, when Allah Azza wa Jalla asks us about the responsibility He gave us, we will answer inshallah with the best of answers. To be able to become a qudwa, first you have to gain trust. They need to trust you with their life. Our children need to come to us whenever they need, and they need to find our arms open, doors open, hearts open, minds open. So when you become the reference of your child, when the mother becomes the reference for her children, not his or her friends, not Mr. X or Y TV star, or a question they ask for random people and you don't know what advices they will get, you become their reference. That means there is a trust. So how can we build this trust? We go 1 step down. You build the trust with one way and one way only. And this is, pay attention to this point. And then we will go back to those 2 steps. So the qudwa, the good example, that comes because there is a trust in you. The trust, there is something that brings the trust. It is spending good time with our children. How many, wallahi, I spoke to so many kids. What's the job of your father? Most of them, they don't know. Most of them, they don't know the details. Especially nowadays, we all know that maybe you're a doctor, but you're driving a taxi. Maybe you're a dentist who works in marketing. Maybe you're a teacher, but you do IT. SubhanAllah, it's part of the challenge when we come to here. So, but they still don't know. They know little about what the father does. And they can maybe sales. Maybe. I do ask them on a daily basis. So what does that tell us? The father, they don't spend time with their children. They don't talk about their life to their children. And if you tell the children nowadays, okay, do you know anything about the childhood of your father? Do you know the names of your aunt and uncles, especially if they are back home? La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. This is a hard one. This is a hard one. If my own children, they don't know the names of my own brothers and sisters, and they do not communicate, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. How can I, in the word, how will I come later and say why they're not listening to me? Because you're not there. You're not part of their life. They will listen to anybody who steps in and takes some of their time, some of their attention, and interact with them when they need it. So this is the foundation. Of course, the foundation of marrying the right way, fi sabilillah, bringing to them, the wife should look for a good husband, the husband should look for a righteous wife. This is all basics we know about. But I'm talking about children are already there. Now the fathers will tell me, we don't have time for our own selves. I work 10 hours a day, 8 hours plus commuting, plus coming up, and I come there sleeping. Well, you know what? You're still going to be asking questions for them. You're still going to be responsible for them. If you give up on yourself spending good time with your kids, you don't come later on and say why they don't respect me, why they don't listen to me, why I am not a good example in their life or a qudwa. They have to know you. You have to know them. How many of us, especially the elder ones, know the names and the character of the friends of our children, especially the teenagers? whom will be a major influence, as we all know, on the kids and on their hobbies and on their thoughts. Very few. Wallahi, very few. Very, 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 very few of us know. Some of us, and I tell you, these are all true stories. I'm on the minbar here. I cannot make up stuff. Some of us don't know what the real age or grade of his kids, especially those who have, mashallah, 5 or 6 kids. Maybe grade 2, maybe 3, I'm not sure. Maybe Fatima is older, maybe la hawla wa quwwata. What's going on? قفوهم إنهم مسؤولون كلكم راع وكلكم مسؤول عن رعيته. You are responsible for those whom Allah Azza wa Jal has made you responsible for. You will be questioned. You might do the best of hasanat and deeds in your own worship, in your own ibadah. But if you mess around with those whom you are responsible for, they will come Yawm al-Qiyamah and hold you from your neck and say, oh Allah, khudh li haqqi minhu. He is the one who did not do his job with me. What can I do? I was raised in this family. My father, my mother didn't teach me the proper deen, the proper character. So number one, spend good time. It doesn't have to be a lot of time. It has to be quality time. In a week, in a day, we have 24 hours. Your job is 8, 9 hours. You sleep 7, 8 hours. There is a lot of time. I know some people that they choose jobs with less pay because the workplace is close to home. So they will have energy left for the family, especially in this country. In this country, you are raising your kids alone. The society works in a different way. You teach them one principle, they go outside, they find the whole world is teaching them the opposite. So who's going to win? Of course, the outside, if you neglect your role, the outside of the house will win over you. They will absorb the minds of your kids. And they're more smart than you. They have more facility, they have more resources than you. So what to do? First, dua. وَمَا تَوْفِيقِ إِلَّا بِاللَّهِ اللَّهُمَّ رَبِّ لِي أَوْلَادِي. Oh Allah, raise my kids, help me raising my kids. Second, spend time with them. Positive time. What many fathers, I spend a lot of time with the kids. I said, good. What do you do in that time? Do, don't. And then don't, do. Did you do your homework? Did you do salah? Why you didn't raise your voice on your mom? Why you didn't clean your house? Why your room? Why you didn't break your... It's always do or don't. Dear fathers and mothers, and I talk to myself as well, as a father of 6. Quality good time that will make your children very much attached to you is a time outside or beside do and don't. That's not the quality time I'm talking about. The time where you're going to do both do the same hobby. Go kayaking together, biking together, swimming together, playing soccer together, to the park together, to drink coffee, tea or juice together, to play cards together, to watch something nice on TV together. Spend time that is not, it's beside do and don't. You still have to say do and don't, but beside that, they need you to be there for good time, for fun. Why do they like their friends more than their moms and dads? Because in their friends and their classmates never tell them do or don't. They just let them do whatever they want. So we need to do a bit of that as well. This is the basics, it's very important. If I am a child and I spend good quality time with my parents without being lectured all the time, because anything we tell them, that's a lecture. Their ears are, okay, when is he gonna stop, okay? And watching, you know, and we parents are going on, and you think we did our, no. Besides lecture, good time. Come on, let's go out, let's walk, let's play. Check him, he plays games, play games with him or her. If I'm a child and my father play games with me, play soccer with me, swim with me, even once a week, go out with me to the restaurant or to my favorite place, jump on trampoline with me in Sky Zone or whatever here and there. go do the whatever laser tag or why not? If I'm his, that means he get closer. My dad will get closer to me. The first problem I will face in my life, because I see him in my face, after we finish playing games, going back home, oh Dad, I want to consult you with something. Yesterday, me and my friend, we had some argument, and he was trying to tell me that there is no God, and I was trying to tell him there is God, and we had an argument, and I felt that I need more information, subhanAllah. So now there is time to discuss his own challenges and issues. But if I am not there for my son, where will my son get the information? He will not search for shuyukh and for islamnet.com or islamway.com, and no. He will just do his best, and then he might fail, and then next time he will not discuss his deen with anyone. And that will affect his aqidah by time, when you feel weak. If one of the parents I know, his own son trusts the father so much that he told him, I believe he was grade 8, he told his father about a girl in the class trying to approach that boy, Muslim boy, and trying to ask him for a date. And I was happy with the father. I said, mashallah, your son talks with you about those sensitive issues? He said, yes. I said, how did you reach for him to trust you? He said, because I treat him like a man since he was young. I take him out with me, I play with him. So this is the solution, brothers and sisters. Spend quality time beside do and don't. That will build trust. So I trust you, and the trust means even if my son or my daughter comes and tell me they did the worst thing in life, they took astaghfirullah, weed or they lied here or there, they stole something. If they trusted me, they told me, I should not punish them. I should thank them. I should hug them and squeeze them and tell them, don't worry, it's okay. There is a solution. Let's work this together. Don't worry. I'm beside you. Since you have opened your heart for me, I'll accept you. SubhanAllah. Imagine the great relationship will be if my son will turn to me in every problem they have. The daughter as well. The mother and father work together. And never mention this against them one day. Support them. Said, don't worry. When I was your age, I used to do this as well. Give him some real stories. I used to do this, and then we go through this. But alhamdulillah, that you knew your mistake. Let's work. How can we avoid it for next time? So now, after spending good time, you gain trust. The third and last point will be you become qudwa. You become someone who your son will look up to you. You are a good example of his life. He will talk about you in front of his friends. And I know, wallahi, people like that, few, but I know that many friends come home and talk to, and they tell the father, I wish my dad is like you. The way you treat your children, I wish my own father treats us the way you treat. Wallahi, that happened, and I know these people, literally. Such a big pride. Two families that I know lives close to each other. Both fathers, they traveled for business. One of the fathers, when he traveled, the kids and the wife, they party. Alhamdulillah, he traveled. Because he was always yelling, always nervous, always tough. No. Before they finish what no. We want to, no. The other father, when he travels, they cry, and when he comes back, they party. Because he lives with them, he jokes with them, he has a lot of fun time with them. So they want him in more. I know them personally. So brothers and sisters, the khutbah is gone. And we want to remember these 3 steps. Number 1, spending good quality time. Good quality time. That has a lot of joy and fun. Number 2, gain their trust. Let them try you. Tell him, try me. Tell me something that you think I'm going to, explode in your face, and I won't. Gain their trust. Number 3, you become automatically the qudwa, the person whom they look up to and they refer to. They run away from the whole world in between your arms and his mom's arms, and you are what they want to be when they grow. These three steps will solve, inshallah, most of the problems we face with our younger generation. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فيا فوز المستغفرين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبعه بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما يا أرحم الراحمين. We go back to the title of today's khutbah. كلكم راع وكلكم مسؤول عن رعيته. We are all responsible from the time that Allah Azza wa Jal has given us the opportunity to become fathers or mothers. That opportunity comes with a lot of joy, a lot of pride, a lot of honor, but it comes with a lot of responsibility. And prepare for the day you will be asked, what did you do with the responsibility, with the amana that Allah Azza wa Jal have made you responsible for. We all know if our children had malnutrition since they were kids, they were not fed enough vitamins and fruits and vegetables, they grew up on junk food and all those garbage snacks, you will feel bad that I did not nourish their bodies with the best of food, the best of vitamins. We all try our best by default, bringing home the best of food for them. But what about what we put in their minds and souls, in their belief system, in their attitude? When I go to some houses and I see the father is serving the coffee for the guest and the son, mashallah, sitting with their leg over one another, I feel sorry. It's not the son's fault. Of course, son have some fault, but mainly the father did not teach the son that you need to be an adult. When there are guests, you will be the one to serve the coffee or tea. You can't put your two legs over one another in front of the faces of your guests, but we see this nowadays. Today, the third and fourth khutbah, Dr. Amjad Qorsha cried a lot, especially in the first khutbah. And the third khutbah, I mean his first khutbah. Third khutbah, fourth khutbah, and he was talking about birr al-walidayn. I wish I have time to tell you things what he said. Now, we spoke today about our role as fathers and mothers towards our children, but please go back home and listen to the khutbah with your family of Dr. Amjad Qorsha, which is registered already today, and it's already online on Facebook of Dr. Amjad Qorsha, and I think Dar Foundation would have it as well. It talks about what the children have to do towards their father and mother, and how much responsibility that brings. And we adults have, some of us have fathers and mothers are still alive, or even if they have died, it's a lot of responsibility. Listen to that as well. This is every day in this masjid and other masajid. We come listen to complaints inside the families. So we're trying by those short speeches, short khutbah, to try to benefit one another. And that doesn't mean that we are angels. All of us, we have problems at home, but we make dua for one another, and we hope that Allah will do istijabah. 3 steps: good time with the family, with the kids, trust, and then you become the idol, you become the good example. And when you become the good example, you talk less, your actions will take care of everything. اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت وعافنا فيمن عافيت وتولنا فيمن توليت وبارك لنا اللهم فيما أعطيت اللهم اصرف عنا عذابك اللهم اصرف عنا عذابك اللهم أعنا على تربية أبنائنا اللهم أعنا على تربية أنفسنا اللهم ارزقنا الصدق في القول والمقال يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم ارزقنا توبة خالصة يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم ارزقنا صحبة نبيك صلى الله عليه وسلم في الفردوس الأعلى من غير سابقة عذاب اللهم اجعلنا من الفائزين اللهم اجعلنا من الهاديين المهديين يا أرحم الراحمين إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما وأنت